how to become a vegan and still look like this. Oh, oh, yeah. Hey, what's up my friends? Noah Hammond back with another video advice. This is in response to a reader who was asking me, in response to my how to become a vegetarian video, he said, how do I become a vegan? So I'm just going to share my process of how I transitioned about 3 months into vegetarianism to full veganism, and what that looked like, and some simple ways that you can go vegan with ease. So what happened was this. When I first became a vegetarian, I made a declaration that every time I went to the grocery store, I would buy an item I've never bought before. And I would just go home and Google it. And what the heck do I do with a butternut squash, right? And, oh, okay, so it's gonna be good with this thing, and I would just go and buy the other ingredients that I need and make some kind of new amazing dish that I've never made before. And if you commit to just buying one item you've never bought before, every time you go to the grocery store, very quickly you're gonna have a whole list of new meals you like to make, new foods you've tried, new foods you know how to prepare. You're just gonna get so expanded inside your awareness of what's really out there in the food world. So that was the process that really started everything. The other mindset that really helped was that I made a full commitment that I was going to listen to my body really closely. I was going to literally pay such direct attention to my body that I would listen for if it liked something or if it didn't like something, and if it loved something or if it hated something, right? And I committed to only buying things that my body liked and loved, and never again buying things that my body didn't like or love. Now, what was I listening for? What was I paying attention for? Things like high energy, positive emotions, feelings of satisfaction, feelings of nourishment, feelings of, you know, deliciousness. Those are the things that you look for in a food that serves you. Food that doesn't serve you is going to make you feel tired or sleepy or groggy or maybe angry. You know, there's a lot of energy inside of things like steak, you know, so how does the food actually make you feel? So that was the things that I was paying attention to. And as I kept buying these new items and trying new foods and ditching the ones that didn't serve me and keeping the ones that served me, I started finding more and more veggies and more things that really served me, more and more nuts and seeds and superfoods and lots of different plant-based foods that really served me. And I kept noticing more and more how much my dairy and my gluten, because I also went gluten-free at the same time, which means getting rid of wheat. I started noticing how that stuff was not serving me. And really, it came down to my body just straight up revolted. So when I first went vegetarian, I was still under my programmed mind of, oh, I need to get my protein, which I'll make a whole nother video about that lie some other time. But so I was eating like tons of Greek yogurt, getting lots of protein, and my dairy intake went way up, and so did my grain intake, because I was seeing that, oh, you know, whole wheat wraps have protein, and this has protein, and et cetera, et cetera. So it came to the point where I was eating a bowl of like granola and Greek yogurt, and I would take a bite and then sneeze 15 times, and then take another bite and sneeze 15 times. And it was like, oh, light bulb, maybe I'm allergic to dairy out of nowhere for the first time in my life. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened, is that as I cleaned out my body, my lactose allergy, whatever it was that I had never noticed my entire life, became very apparent. And so then I started doing some research and found out that milk is actually terrible for you. It's not good for you, and it's not normal to drink milk. In fact, 70% of the world doesn't drink dairy, and 30% of the world does. So we're actually the strange ones, all right? And Then I also started at the same time finding out how bad gluten and wheat is for you, and how your body treats it like an invading organism, and how it causes leaky gut, it causes micro tears in your gut, and all these things. And it's the reason that all these people are walking around all fluffy and like mutated. Like, people look like mutatedly fat, and that's not how it used to look. And it's because of our wheat and what the wheat that we've created is doing to our bodies. So basically, just listening to my body process and finding out some more information, I removed dairy and gluten from my diet. And then the last thing was the eggs. And eggs I hung on to for a solid couple months beyond everything else. I was done with dairy, but eggs I held on to. And I decided to see, like, you know, why do I have to be dependent on eggs? Why am I using so much eggs? And why am I so afraid of having no eggs? So I tried a 30-day trial without any eggs. And I realized that I didn't really want to eat them anymore. And, you know, they're kind of like liquid meat. And they actually kind of, now that I'm in the state I'm in, just having a sip of milk is like, it kind of grosses me out. It tastes like animal mucus or something. It's like, really, the texture of it freaks me out now. And same with like eggs. It's like liquid meat. It just doesn't even feel right anymore. And I'm not telling you how to live. This is just my own personal process, and just me listening to my body, paying attention, discovering new foods, discovering new information about why dairy is bad for you, why gluten may be bad for you, and then just, you know, taking action out of the integrity for my own body, out of my own self-love and self-care and self-worth, to make these choices for myself. The last piece of advice I'll give you is that green drink smoothies with lots of fruits and veggies and seeds and nuts and superfoods in them is a great way to get tons of nutrition in a really easy to take in way. I mean, just drinking these things, they taste delicious. I make them for my breakfast every morning, and it just gets a ton of nutrition into your body in a really easy format. So I'll make another video about that sometime, sharing what I put into my green drinks. But I hope that helps you go vegan. If you're interested in going vegan, I hope that's been enlightening regardless of where you're at on your food journey. Thanks for joining me today. Please, as always, comment below, show me some loving, send me requests on Facebook, and like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video advice. Thanks, guys.